Hey girls, so today we're doing another press-on nail tutorial. This one is going to be dragon themed. I thought it was really cute and I hope you think the same. So here you see me, I've already filed the nails down and shaped them the way I want them to be, and I'm just going in with red on the thumb finger and also the pinky. And then up next I have mixed a kind of cherry red color with some base coat, and that's what I'm going to be using for my middle finger as like a translucent color there before I place on my Frenchie. Then here you see like a cloudy clear polish. I placed that down on the ring finger and also the index finger first, and I did not cure it. I just let it stay exactly the way it was, and then I went in with a white gel polish right on top of it, and I just mixed those two while they were on the nail. What I was going for was like a cloudy, marbly white color, something like that. Anyway, after I finished placing on this first layer, I set them under the lamp for 60. So here you see after I've cured my first layer that I just go back in with a second layer of everything we've done before. I went in, this is like a lighter red. I'm going to be placing a darker red on top of this. But yeah, I went in with the lighter red on the thumb and the pinky. I did my middle finger with the color mix that I made with the base coat and the red polish, and then I just placed on that cloudy clear polish and placed that white back on top. I can't remember if I did this 2 or 3 times, but each time I cured for 60 seconds. Okay, so I see here that I did go in with 3 layers. I thought so, but now I'm going in with a darker red on the thumb and the pinky. I went back in with the middle finger again with the translucent red, and then I did that cloudy white one more time before we start moving on. Once again, I did cure for 60 seconds. These nails are a little longer, so if the nails were shorter, I could go 30 seconds, but usually your polish bottle will tell you whether it's 60 or 30, so just go by the bottle. It's whatever it tells you, it's just based on the formulation of the gel polish itself. So don't listen to me, girl. I just use the products, I don't make them. So if your bottle says 60 seconds, go ahead and just go with 60 seconds, whether you're doing short or long nails. But like I said, since I'm doing long nails, I just decided to stick with 60. Here I've taken out some of that red that I placed on for my third layer on my thumb and pinky finger. This was also the red that I mixed with the base coat to make this kind of transparent red that's underneath this Frenchie. But yeah, it's just a simple regular Frenchie. I haven't done Frenchies in a little bit, and I'm not the best at them, so I'm trying to practice as much as I can when it comes to making Frenchies. So I thought, why not put a Frenchie in this set? Why not? And you can tell just how much I still suck at them by the way I am using the T method to get the Frenchie on. Sometimes I see girls and they just do it so easily, but for me, I'm still on the T method, mostly because I have not been practicing as much as I should. But anyway, it still came out cute. This is just the second layer of that dark polish that I placed on for my Frenchie, just to make sure that it stood out enough. Since I did do red underneath this Frenchie, I wanted you to be able to to know that it's still a Frenchie even though it's red on red. So I think I got my point across. I think it still looked great. So now that the Frenchie is done, I went ahead and took some of these cute little Chinese dragon stickers, and I picked out one of the dragons and I placed it on the ring finger. I love this chrome red dragon. It was so perfect for this look. All right, so we have reached a bit of an intermission. Don't forget, if you're ever looking to purchase any of the nails that I have here on my channel, I will have my Instagram linked down below. Here you can message for purchase inquiries. Now here I'm just going in with a top coat, and I'm just top coating all of the nails before I start kind of filing them a little bit, and also placing on the decals and rhinestones that I plan to place on the nail just to make it look even better than it does now. And of course, when I top coated, I placed them under the lamp for 60 seconds before I started doing any filing. So here's the fun part. I've got this cute little fan decal that I'm going to be using. I've got some of these multicolored stones as well as these kind of white stones and red ones. I'm starting off with the fan, which will be on the index finger. So I'm just placing a little bit of that gel on my brush and just applying it with the brush on the nail and smoothing it out really, really good before I place on the fan. It's just, in my experience, it's better to use your brush instead of the actual applicator. And then you just place the fan on with these tweezers, push them down really well, and then place her under the lamp so she can cure. Next, I'm going to go in with my red stones from my thumb finger, but before I do that, I'm just smoothing down that gel glue on the areas where I would like to place the kind of half flower look that I'm going for. Once that's all smoothed out, I take these white little gems and I place that in the middle, and then I just do the red kind of like leafy stones all the way around, and I think this came out so pretty. I placed 2 on the ends, and then I just filled up the middle with that same reddish color stone. After my fan was done curing for its first round, I just went in and secured the edges just to make sure she doesn't go anywhere. To the thumb finger, I just placed on a little bit more of that gel glue, and I placed it at the top tip of the nail and just spread that gel out really good because the stones that I'm using are long, so I made sure that I spread it out well enough. I put the white stone on the edge just like before, and then I placed on the longer stones as if they were like flower petals. And for this one, I used the purple looking stones. Lastly, I took some gem glue and placed it underneath my Frenchie, and just took this teardrop gem and placed it there. So now that everything is cured and it's like I like it, I am gonna go ahead and just top coat everything so I can clear it out. I do want to note that I placed on another stone on my Frenchie. It's like just a regular little circle stone. You'll see it at the end. But yeah, I just went in and did my little top coat. Now, I do believe since this was the last layer of top coat, I went in for 90 seconds. But for all the other layers of polish that I did go with 60. But I go with 90 towards the end because I'm going to be packaging these nails up and they will not be touched. And I want them to stay nice and shiny while they're packaged. And yeah, that concludes today's tutorial. These are the nails on their platform before I package them up. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.